Just want to show you guys a couple things about layers. So we can make new layers in a number of different ways. So we can just go to the layer menu and hit new, and there are a few ways to create layers in here. If I just want to make one new layer, it's right there at the top. And there's Shift Control N is the key command. It opens up this little panel, and we can name our layer if you want to, or make kind of other adjustments to it. You can color code it so you can recognize it easier, which might be very helpful if you have many, many layers. You can also do this on your layers panel, which you can go to Window and just toggle the layers panel on and off there, just like so. And in here, there's a menu at the top with similar options, such as New Layer. We can also make a new layer simply by clicking this little plus button there. And you, of course, can drag these layers around and change their position and decide what is on top of what. I can right-click on these, and I could choose to copy layers, duplicate, or delete them. They basically function like transparent sheets, and I can make paintings in them or adjustments in them without really affecting anything underneath that. Right? So I can do all that, and I can simply choose to delete it, copy it, hide it, and it doesn't have any effect on what's underneath it. The little eyeball here just lets me turn that on and off. I can also choose to lock a layer so I cannot move it. It is stuck now. I can choose to fully lock it using the lock over there, so I can't do anything to that layer at all. And I can unlock it simply by retoggling those options. Let's see here. There's one other kind of layer as well that is worth knowing about. Those are adjustment layers. And let's step backwards a little ways so we can get rid of all this stuff. There we go. And if we go to Layer and New Adjustment Layer, these are different types of adjustments that you might be familiar with from my other videos. So let's say I want to make a new levels adjustment layer. This allows me to make adjustments in a layer that I can then readjust without making any kind of permanent changes to my original image. It looks like that. It's a little different looking than the original layer. And in there, I can choose to make a few adjustments. Let's play with the values a little bit here, just like so. And there we go, it's done. I don't have to do anything else to it, just like so. And I could choose to hide that layer so I can see the original. I could change the opacity of that so it's having less of an effect. You can make all kinds of adjustments to that particular layer. You can't paint or draw on it, but you can make adjustments as far as that layer goes. I can just double click. I can just double click on it again and open up. Open that up. There we go. Just double clicking on this icon will open up the levels. I can readjust them as well. Double clicking on this will open up my the properties for it, and I can make other types of adjustments as well. And of course, there's other types of adjustment layers, and you can have multiple ones. There's let's see here. So we got layer. Let's go for where did it go? New adjustment layer. Has it disappeared? There it is, new adjustment layer. And we could do hue saturation and adjust the hue and change it to something else. And when you're done with it, you could just close this palette. And you could, like I said, you can adjust this layer just the same. So a very handy way to make adjustments to your images.